The lift can be a useful tool in picking up a resident who has fallen to the floor.
Bill, what happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
The first thing to do in these situations is to determine if the resident has suffered any
No,
injuries
so.
from the
How
fall.
about your legs? Are your legs okay?
Yeah, as far as I could tell. Just need to get back into the bed.
How are your legs?
If they don't need medical attention,
Okay.
you can lift the resident.
I'll get the lift.
Great.
Just relax.
First,
We're gonna oh, here's
get the resident into the full body sling. It requires 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Fan fold the sling and set it down next to the resident. The top edge should be slightly above the resident's head, and the bottom edge should be just above the knees.
Okay. We're going to have you turn on.
Have the resident elevate one knee until their foot is flat on the floor.
And I'll help you by holding your shoulder.
Position one hand on the resident's elevated knee
And I'll help you by
and
holding
the other
your shoulder
hand
and your knee.
under the resident's shoulder.
All right.
Push on the knee and lightly lift their shoulder to roll the resident over on their side.
Yeah, come towards me.
With one caregiver holding, the other caregiver can push the sling under the resident.
Come back.
All right, come on.
Roll the resident onto their
Straighten
back.
this leg out and then bend the other knee.
Roll the resident over onto their other side using the same technique. This makes it possible to roll the sling out smoothly on the floor underneath the resident. The resident is rolled again onto their back, now centered on the sling. The lift is then moved into position over the resident. Make sure that the lift's legs are in the maximum open position for stability.
Feet flat on the floor. Thank you.
Carefully slide the lift under the resident. Have them bend their knees and hold their head up as you move the legs under them.
Hi. All right.
Once in position, use a pillow to cushion the resident's head against the leg.
yes, thank you.
Press the down arrow on the hand pendant to lower the boom arm. Center it directly above the resident to attach the sling. Lock the rear casters to secure the lift. Secure the straps to the swivel bar and make sure that the resident's arms are inside the sling. Unlock the rear casters. Put a slight amount of tension on the sling by pressing the up button on the hand pendant to elevate the boom. Double check to make sure that all sling straps are secured to the swivel bar.
Okay.
Raise the resident until they are just above mattress level. While one caregiver operates the lift, the other caregiver guides the resident's knees. Be sure that the bed is at a safe working height for the caregiver. Position the resident in the middle of the bed and then lower them until their full weight is on the bed. Lock the rear casters to secure the lift. And unhook the sling from the swivel bar. Unlock the casters and move the lift away from the bed.
I got your shoulder.
Roll the resident from side to side to remove the sling.
Okay, do you want to sit up or rest for a while?
You know, I think I'll sit up.